Hello my lovelies, it is I, Scotia Corley, back again with another video. And first of all, I would really like to say Happy International Autism Day, or as others like to say, Autism Month. And I also want to thank everybody for watching all of my autism videos so far. And I know I'm kind of jumping the gun a little bit. Also, I have a new wig, so hopefully y'all don't mind that. And I also have my little puzzle piece thing. So today I kind of want to talk about something a little personal. If any of you have seen my first video that I made, where I talked about, how I became autistic and maybe a little bit of how it affected my life, I kind of want to dive more into how it affected my life, because it has affected my life in many ways. Let me tell you that. First and foremost, yes, I had autism when I was younger. I was like 18, 19 months when I was diagnosed. I had a part of my life where I didn't talk because my parents were separating, and then my stepdad came into my life and I was talking again. But when I was younger, I loved wearing skirts and dresses and wouldn't really wear much else. I hated it. But of course, now that I'm older, I like wearing pants, but I still have my love for dresses. Like, there were times where I would wear a dress and I would wear it all day, and then I'd have to like take a shower or something, and I realized, oh crap, I have to take it off. I don't want to. I know I have to. So it's still that way with me, but I don't wear dressy things as much as I did when I was younger. Let's just say that. And when I was younger, I used to hug people because I love hugs. I still do, but I just don't randomly see a customer at work and, hug them. Because that's just strange. And a little amateur too, whatever, but, still not right. Let's see. Of course, I still had my struggles. As I got older, I had some social issues, I guess. Like, high school is a great example. When I was in high school, and we would be put into groups, like, one of those situations where, like, oh, okay, go choose your group. For probably, I don't know if it was, like, almost all year, or, like, some of the years. But I know that there were some points in high school where I would just, sit there and not go into a group, because normally I wouldn't know who to go to, what to do, all that jazz. I don't know. It was a little different for me, but at the same time, it was kind of like, like I knew these kids, but am I truly friends with them, or am I just friends with them? And that was kind of hard in high school, especially when I was in anime club and drama. Now, anime club. Honestly, if it wasn't for anime club, I wouldn't be the way I am. Like, I wouldn't have all these things in my room. I wouldn't cosplay or anything like that. But in anime, I was able to be a social butterfly. But in drama, it was hard for me to be social because I wouldn't know who to talk to and what to talk about. Like, say we were in Tech Week and we have a dinner break. Sometimes I would just sit by myself, and it's not like I'm asking people to come to me and just sit there and talk to me or have them, like, invite me. That's not why I do it. I don't sit by myself to get the attention. I sit by myself because I don't know who to go to. Another great example is my senior year, I believe it was. Yes. Senior year, we had a 7 classes, 5-day schedule, but 7 days. And there would always be that one day, that one time, that whenever I had a certain class at a certain time, and there was lunch at that time, none of my friends were there. None of my friends from anime club were there. Not even my now ex-boyfriend. I would literally just sit at a table by myself and not be bothered with anybody. Like, I would probably just watch a video or just listen to music while I eat my lunch or read a book, whatever it was. I would not interact with anybody. At least it was just for that one class, though, during lunch, when every other class, I would just find my anime friends and sit with them. But I feel like that if I didn't have my autism, I wouldn't be the way I am today. Like, I don't think I would be as, happy and funny and talented as I am if I didn't have it. Like, I feel like that if I didn't have it, I would probably be different. I'd probably be what you call normal. And I kind of don't want to imagine what it's like, but if I have to, I'd probably say, well, I probably wouldn't be able to pick up an instrument that fast and play it, or I probably wouldn't quote scenes from movies or animes all the time. I might cosplay a bit more. Obviously I wouldn't be talking about this. And I'd probably also say, oh, I don't have all these issues, that's great. But I'd still, support the issue and support the cause and stuff. But I don't want to know what it's like to not be autistic when you are autistic. I mean, to this day, I still struggle with people who are being sarcastic, but I am getting better. And body language. And I am still getting used to some things in me and my current relationship. Like, there were some things where I didn't think I would have to do in a healthy/normal relationship, because I didn't do it in my past one. Like, for instance, I had to, take care of a lot of bills and stuff, like, pay for things. And I'm not used to that. I'm not used to just spending all my money. But a lot of autistic people don't really do that. I mean, I have high-functioning autism and I have a job. I don't know if there's a lot of autistic people out there who have a job. There's probably some who are in college. There's probably some who do have a job. Like a decent job. I don't know. I'm not them. But I can still guess and be proud of them for stepping up and having a job, going to school, or doing whatever. And one thing that I'm definitely not used to, which I will definitely get used to easily, is getting spoiled. Now, I know a lot of you are going to think that I am a little brat, but trust me on this. I was never spoiled that much in my last relationship. The only times I would be getting things was if it was like Christmas or my birthday and Valentine's Day. That was it. And it kind of sucked. Because I never got things out of, random. So, having that, like, knowing that that's gonna happen, it's new, but it is something that I will get used to, and I know I will get used to it. But, of course, I don't want him to spoil me all the time. But I think the best thing about my relationship now is that he accepts me for who I am. Like, yes, there are things that I was never really taught, or I wasn't taught much of before. But he's teaching me those things now, And he's very patient with me. He's not forcing me. He's not pressuring me. And I hate being under pressure. I really do. And it's normal to hate pressure. But being accepted is the main thing that I want. Being accepted for who I am. Because I can't really change me. I can't change my mind. I can't change this. I can change everything else except my brain. My brain's just different than everybody else's, and that's okay. You know? And it's amazing to be autistic because it's a whole different world that nobody else knows. Like, to some people, it may think that we're living in black and white. For some people, that is not true. For me, it's like I'm living in a colorful world. Now, there may be days where it might be black and white, like certain situations. But I know that my day is bright and colorful. And, you know, being accepted for the way I am, it's amazing. And of course, a lot of people would look at me and be like, oh, you don't look like you have high-functioning autism. Yeah, I may not physically look like I do, but it's the acting that you need to look for. It's never physical. I mean, yeah, when you see somebody with Down syndrome, you immediately know, oh, he has Down syndrome. Sometimes when you see somebody who's autistic, you gotta look for the actions, not the look. Like, if you see a kid starting doing this, or spinning around or something, that should be a sign. And to be honest, with my ex, I knew there was something wrong with him. I kind of figured he had Asperger's, but he never told me until, like, 2 years later into the relationship. Ridiculous. But over the years, I have grown. I have learned. I have understand so many things. Yes, I've had my struggles, but my autism made me who I am, and it also helped me to learn. And if there was a cure for autism, like if there was like a doctor that came up to me right now and had like a little serum and was like, hey, I can make your autism go away, you want it? Like, I'll actually accept that. I'd rather have me injected with water than that. Because I don't want to change. I don't want to know what it'd be like to be normal. Or what would be considered normal. I mean, we're all different. And that's a good thing. And I personally feel like that autism, well, people who have autism should be more accepted. And I know I made a video about this a few months ago, but I'm just gonna mention it here, and I better not get crap comments. But a while back, I made a video on how kids were bullying me, especially for having autism. I did a lip sync video of me saying, you know, when you have high functioning autism and people find out, and it's like, oh, what do I look like to you? Like, all that. I had at least probably like 3 or 4 hate videos on it. Like hate duets. And it hurt me. And when I made the video on what happened and saying that it should stop, I got a lot of shit comments for it. And they were either like real shit, or it was like, oh, I'm gonna do a Fortnite dance, or whatever the hell Orange Justice is, which I'm guessing is Donald Trump, who's the biggest dumbass ever. But all I was doing was just trying to stand up for me and my fellow autistic friends or family, or if anybody is even on here watching these videos. You know, all I'm trying to say is that bullying is wrong. It should never happen. And all those bullies can have a pogo stick in their ass. Because it's wrong. And honestly, there have been a lot of famous autistic people who's done so many great things in the world. Like Albert Einstein, for example. He was like the mad scientist. He was so good at math. And, well, maybe not at first, but he still did something great. And then there was Temple Grandin. She struggled at first. And she invented her hug machine. But she went to college and, got a job. She drove. And she ended up, like, talking to people about her condition. So she's like, she has a voice that's being heard. Hell, there are people way back in, like, the 1700s who were possibly autistic or had those traits that nobody knows about. And autism should be presented in a great way today, and it is, and it should still be presented in a good way. I know I have. I did theater, I did anime club, I did stuff with music. And I know I'm well known for my talents. But my talents aren't what I want to be known for. I want to be known for everything, especially for having a voice on what makes me me. And I want you, if you have a friend who's autistic, a family member who's autistic, if you're even autistic yourself, you have a voice. Let people hear it. And if they give you shit, well, as they say, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So, yeah. And, honestly, don't be afraid to be you. Don't be afraid to hide in the corner and not let anybody know. Talk to somebody. They're not going to hurt you. Don't be afraid to be yourself. And I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Please like this video if you did like it. Please comment your thoughts down below, or if you have any suggestions for me for future videos. And also, hit that shiny red subscribe button for more of this crazy content. And I'll see you lovelies in the next video. Ta-da!